Welcome to 23 Degrees Sideways. We're going to do a little quick short video in the snow, which is actually what I'm doing. I'm driving through many inches of snow in the desert. Again, this is this next part of the storm cycle, and it's funny because everyone was just complaining about how there was going to be no irrigation water this year because the snowpack was at 10% or 20% or something. It's like it's over 50% now. This is a conversation I have each and every year, and I sometimes remind people that I've had this conversation each and every year, but usually sometime in January, people start to freak out because, winter's almost half over and we haven't got a bunch of storms yet. Of course, everyone thinks winter's over, but that's not actually what's going on, What's going on is that the middle of winter is February 2nd. So what's actually going on is that we're approaching midwinter, and people aren't connected to their seasons, so they don't know they're approaching midwinter. I love the snow. It's fantastic. There's a lot of things I don't like about it right now because I need to do things outside that are going to be very wet and muddy, but I love the snow in general. It's fantastic. How is your revolution? Question mark. How is your revolution? What are you doing? Where are you at? Right now, a lot of people are very worried about and not willing to fight. Very worried about, dissidents going into camps. The idea of being a dissident is very scary to people. It's a major shift. It's a major shift from people who are that comfortable and that safe to think about the idea that the cops could come get them for saying the wrong thing, for advocating the wrong position. And we're not talking about advocating for violence, although the news will report that. No matter what happens, understand that the news will lie. I think that scares a lot of people more than anything else, in fact. I'll get to that in a moment. The news is going to lie. But if you stand up, they could arrest you just for having the wrong position. They will do some sort of domestic terrorism attack investigation, They could come for you. And it's completely random, It's not like they don't have the manpower to lock up half the nation. As much as AOC and Nancy Pelosi, as much as they want that to happen, the manpower is not there. Okay, they can't purge the military. They're very uncomfortable with the military right now, but they can't purge it. There's not anything left if they do. So, yeah. But they can come randomly for you for saying, "Not my president," for saying, "Hey, this is not a properly constituted government and I want this fixed, We need to fix the election system so that it really does count. We really do have transparency. We really can figure out what's going on." There's still a lot of political, we have to trust the election because it came out our way. How many missing SD cards are there? Oh, that only happened once. No, it happened like 7 times. Oh, well, it only happened 7 times. No, it's a systemic problem. I have no trust. Between 30 and 60% of America has no trust. No trust is closer to 30%. Distrust is over 60%. And that's from the left. That's from like Huffington Post, man. Over 60%, 63% of Americans don't trust the election, the voting system. They don't trust the people doing the work. They don't trust the methods. They don't trust the technologies. That's more than half your country. That's 2/3 of your country doesn't trust it. There's no legitimacy there. So anyway, I could get picked up randomly for saying that I don't think it's a properly constituted government. Not because I'm saying that we should do anything, and we should absolutely go to the Capitol buildings, the courthouse steps, whatever, and present our views. Write it down, make it coherent, make it not sound intimidating, make it not sound threatening. Just, say these are things that went wrong, and I am very concerned about them, and they are wrong. They're not coming back. I'm not going to just ignore them. There's nothing dangerous about that. But they'll pick you up. At some point in time, you're going to get arrested for viewpoints. Maybe not you specifically, someone you know well. So, how's your revolution going? What are you doing? Are you willing to risk things enough to speak in public? Are you willing to risk things enough to speak in private, which is more dangerous than speaking in public? That's something I think a lot of people don't understand, is that bright light does actually help. Okay? The worst thing that can happen is that you only talk in private and they whisk you away and arrest you. You need to be out there in public. You need to make a scene. Don't advocate for anything illegal or violent or whatever their definition's going to be tomorrow. But maybe advocate a little bit for I'm parking in the snow. Maybe advocate a little bit for reform, election reform, term limits. Write your congresspeople. Do the stuff. Here's the best part of the best thing about this is that you can look at everything that's going on, and man, have we had a crazy week. But you can look at everything that's going on and you can say that you are at least trying to make things better, and make it a positive movement. Make it a improvement, not a destruction. This is one of the problems that we have. One of the problems that I specifically have with the Democratic Party is that they are a party of destruction. It's politics of destruction. I don't really care for that. I don't think that's a particularly good idea. So, that's all I got for you. How's your revolution going? What did you do today? What are you going to do today? What do you do tomorrow? Don't be too scared. All right? Just go out, say it, do it. Present your grievances, present your viewpoint, and think things through. What are the unintended consequences? Stay sideways.